Okay, welcome back. Right, let's have a look at how to create text in Maya. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select all this and I'm just going to put it into a layer just to get it out of the way. So I'm going to add selected there so I can just get that out of the way. Alright, so to create text, we have a tool to be able to do that. And so if we make sure that the polygon tab is selected, we're going to go up to create and down to text and this little box here. Right, okay, I've already done some, so I've just put Maya in there. What I need to do is I need to tell it the typeface I want to use. I've got a time selected at the moment, but I think what I'll use is something like a Helvetica, because everybody uses Helvetica. So let's just choose a Helvetica black. You can even set the size here. I'm going to choose 28. You see a little preview down there. You can select what type you want. And that looks good. So click OK. Now we can set, this is now going to set curves up, okay, which is basically what we did at the beginning where we brought curves in from Adobe Illustrator. Well, what we want to do is we want to do it as polygons, or maybe we want to bevel it, so it'll be a polygon but it'll bevel. So this will just be, let's just show you tessellation method. I'm just going to do, let's do general just to keep it easy, or I could do a count. This is a polygon count. Let's do a polygon count of 200 and let's click apply. And now down here, if I zoom in, it's created our faces for us. I'm going to turn two-sided lighting on so you can see it, and I'll actually turn default lighting on. Yeah, so there you go. It's cut out you creating those quads because it's done it for you. So let's take this a stage further. I'm going to take this text, I'm going to press W and just move it out the way. You'll notice that there's curves as well. It's been actually, let me just delete it out. You've seen what we can do. Let's now go to bevel and let's leave it on defaults, and let's now come down here and let's go apply. Right, now we have got beveled edges, so we've actually got some geometry here. Let me just delete all this out just for the sake of this tutorial. Let's do that and press F on the keyboard to zoom in, and you can see it's actually beveled it all and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good like that. So what I'll do is I'll just delete it out, and what we'll do is we'll check the settings out here. So let's say our extrude distance, let's increase our extrude distance and let's apply it now, and see what's happening here. It's extruded it more. So once again, let's just delete that out and extrude it to say 10. So I type that number in there and apply, and now you've got a much bigger extrude. Let's now play around a little bit with the bevel width. Let's increase the bevel width to, let's say, make that 2, and let's make the bevel depth 2 as well and apply it. Now you can see we're getting a much bigger bevel. So let's make this 0.5. I'll just select this and delete it out and apply again, and see it's coming in a bit. So let's make our bevel width 1 and 1, actually 0.5 to 0.5, which is actually still quite big. Let me just delete this out, apply again, but it's coming back in again now, you see. And you've got different types. I could do straight in and you get this kind of inward bevel, yeah. We could do convex out and you get this where it pushes it out from the edges. So you can see it's quite powerful. That bevel would be too much really. Let's just take this down to 1 and 1. That'll give us a much better result, and apply there. So pretty cool. We can move that out of the way, and then we can set something else like here, Maya text. Let's choose a light, Helvetica light. Something like that. Let's make this 36, click OK, and apply. And so there you go, you've got instant text. It saves what you did last, and of course then you could color it up, so you could go into your hypershade the same way that you did before, and you could say, right, okay, that text I want to be the pink color, so I'm going to apply to selection, and I want that to be white, so I'll apply that to selection, and yeah, it all looks good. So that's how you can generate your logos. If you've got a text that's in a typeface, it's probably easier to do it this way. And you'll see that it's all grouped. This can be a bit of a problem because you might want to set some of the kerning or the tracking on this. So if that's the case, you need to move letters individually. You might want to animate the letters individually. Then what you could do is you could go up to mesh and then separate, and it would actually separate these out, which would give you control, because if you took this now and I decided at 1 I want to set I'm going to go into my camera. This has got animation on this camera from the last lesson. So what I might want to do is I might want to take all this stuff, bring it up and say, right, okay, I'm going to take all of these letters, I'm going to press S on the keyboard to set a frame, and then this one at 34 I might want to bring it down and then press S, yeah, so it will go up. Then I might want to take this one, and there I might want to bring this one down and press S, and then there I might want to bring this one down, press S. And so what you've got now is multi animations on all this stuff. You might want to take the end one there, set a keyframe where it is, and when it gets to there you might want to bring this one down, put that there, and at the same time you might want to take that one, put a keyframe there, put a keyframe there, bring it down, press S, and now you've got loads of animation done really quickly. Yeah, so just a quick look at separating the letters out, like I said, and also creating the letters or text directly in Maya using this quite a powerful little system. So I hope you've enjoyed this course, found out a lot about creating text and stuff in Maya, and being able to do the basic renders there, having a look at some of the lights and the shadows. Like I said, there's a hell of a lot more to Maya, and I'll be doing much more in-depth courses that will cover loads of things like setting up high dynamic range images to give it a kind of look like it's actually in a real environment. Be doing lots of animation like motion tracking and all sorts of stuff. So check out the other videos that I will start producing. I've got some up already, but like I said, there's going to be a lot more. So I hope you've enjoyed this course, and keep modeling.